What's up guys, welcome back to my video, the last video of 2022. What? This is crazy. So this video, like I said in my last video, it's end of the year recap. So let's begin. In January I started off the year in Arusha, and that was a fun time, and that was also a good experience and all that jazz. So then in January I mostly went to like art exhibitions, and so there was an art exhibition at Alliance Francaise in January that one of my good friends Udar Mtaki was doing, and during that time I also met one of the coolest people and the people that I love so dearly. I met Frivola through that and during that month as well, and which is crazy to just think that I just met her January this year. Like, I feel like I've known her forever. But yeah, so I met her through that, and I also took my youngest cousin to Undara's gallery as well. So I took her for the first time and also visited the gallery for the first time. And that was a really fun experience, to be honest. It's like one of my favorite places right now, and it's a really nice place to chill and just relax. In February, as per usual, took the your favorite trio yearly photo, and I hung out with them a few times in February as well. And also, the best thing ever to happen is my nephew in the US was born, and I'm literally obsessed with that child right now. Love him to death. But he was born, and it sucks because I couldn't be there, or like I haven't even met him yet till today, but I'm obsessed. I love the pictures and videos that I see or get sent, and I'm literally obsessed with that child. But yeah, March was Frivola's birthday, and like I said, literally one of my favorite people ever. And on her birthday, which is very, very interesting, on her birthday I met one of the other coolest people literally ever. I met Ngole, and it was funny because like she's the one that talked to me first. Like, I didn't talk to her first, but we like clicked since like the very first second that we started talking, and she's like one of the best people ever. So yeah, and also I also went to another art exhibition at Rangi, and I was like in this video that they posted. That's a screenshot that I took. But yeah, that was technically it for March. April I started working as a social media manager for my cousin's car wash, and that was actually really like it's been a good experience working for that and doing that, because I have no like background or certification in it, so I learned it from like scratch and all that jazz. But it's a really nice job and I love it, and thank you to my cousin for letting me do that, and I appreciate it. And also in April it was mostly just family celebrations, so it was mostly like birthdays and celebrating engagements and stuff like that. So it's just a lot of family celebrations. And May I visited Undara's gallery even more. Shocker. I started a mental health series on YouTube, which I really want to try and continue next year if I can. And I also made new friends. Marion from Italy, I met her, and also I met the other people that were in that group as well, like international people. So I met them, I've chilled with them a couple of times. It was really, really nice and really fun, and I miss you guys a lot. I miss them a lot, and that was a fun time for me for sure. I went to the artisan market with Frivola and Ngole, so that was another event that happened in May, and that was also a fun time for me as well. And it was good. It was the first time I've ever been to an artisan market, and it was good to see like all the shops and things that people made and all that jazz. So it was really, really nice. June was a very not big month for me, but kind of big month for me. I did my first interview that actually got shown on TV. I don't know if they have a link. I don't think they have a link to it, but I know it's shown on TV because one of her family friends that lives in Marangu said that her daughter saw me and was like, oh, that's JoJo, whatever. So that's how I know that it was on TV. But I was on TV for the first time ever, and it was a very nerve-wracking and scary experience because I don't do well in front of the camera, which is very shocking because I'm literally in front of the camera right now. But interview wise, I get very nervous, especially if I haven't mentally prepared myself for it. But it was fun and I enjoyed it and I loved it, and that's the first of many interviews hopefully that I'll be able to do. And yeah, I I didn't go out of my comfort zone, but I kind of did. So I went clubbing a few times. And here's the thing, not like clubbing, like bad clubbing, because I enjoy music, so hence why I'm like, let me go to these clubs. But during these times as well, like I went with Frivola and I went with Ngole and I went with other people, and it was really, really fun because for a fact I definitely made memories and it was a good experience. And like I said, I love music, and so I had a good time and I knew that I would have a good time anyway. But yeah, I had my first DJing gig, like full time, like not even like, okay, the first time I've ever had it was like a halftime thing where like I half did it and then half my dad did it. But this time like the whole time was me, and it was a private event, but I got my first DJ gig and it was fun and it was amazing and the people enjoyed it. They seem, hopefully, I don't know if they were just telling me I was good just to make me feel better, if they actually liked it. But yeah, I had my first DJing gig and it was a really good experience and I love doing it. My cousin graduated. Sixtus Kasembo. I normally call him Junior, so calling him Sixtus is really weird. Anywho, so he graduated high school, which is still a shocker to me till today that he's even in university, because I still see us as little kids that we used to be, just running around and being goofy. So that was like kind of a surreal moment for me, because I'm like, oh my goodness, we're actually growing up. I'm very, very glad till today that we're like inseparable and we're still really, really close and we're still there for each other. But it was I feel like I'm gonna start tearing up just saying it again. But it was really, really surreal, and I'm so, so proud of him and everything that he's accomplished and achieved. And I know that he may not look like an academic nerd or whatever, but he's a smart kid, like very, very smart kid. Like, very proud of him, love him so, so much. And yeah, also in June, which was correlating to my cousin as well, the same one that graduated, he left me, and that was probably the saddest moment of my life. Well, no, saddest moment this year for sure. And I don't know, I think it's just the fact that, okay, yes, he claims that I left him when I went to the US and all that jazz. I know, I get it, but listen, this time it's different, you know? But no, he left to go to uni, and I thought that he was gonna leave at least after Frank's birthday. But dude decided to leave earlier than that. So thank you so much, Junior. But no. So I just so we had like one last group hangout, like trio hangout with ABD. But last trio hangout, and then a few days later he left and we got to go to the airport and say bye to him and, you know, just I guess see him one last time. Makes it sound like he's like gone forever. I know he'll be back, but it's just sucks even till today that he's not here and I can't just go to his house or just hit him up and be like, hey, let's do something, or him come over whenever I'm bored. So yeah, Junior, I miss you very, very much. Wish you were here for Christmas and wish you came back, but you know, I'm happy for you. I'm glad that you got a chance to go to the US, because I know you've been craving that since I left. And I'm very, very proud of you and everything that you're doing and achieving. But yeah, also in June I had my first photography gig as well, where I got to take photos for an event for the very first time, sort of, I guess. But yeah, I got to do that and that was really, really fun, and it's good to have been back in that sort of scenario of just me taking photos, and yeah, that was fun. July, birthday month for me. um I didn't really do much in July. For my actual birthday, I decided to take a trip, all paid by me, to Zanzibar. So I hit up one of my friends, and we went on a trip to Zanzibar for my birthday. Celebrated it. So fun. Drank. Had like 4 cocktails the entire trip. 4 or 5, probably 5, I think. But I had so much to drink that trip, which was fun because it was a good experience and a good memory to have. August, the interesting month as well. One of my childhood best friends came back. I've probably never been more excited for someone to come back before. So he came back. I remember I chilled with him. August 1st, actually, like the first day of August. And we're supposed to chill more times, but no, you're busy. I'm going to expose you, Edward. No, it's fine. It's all good. I forgot. I also cut my hair in July. First time I've ever done that. Like, I've always wanted to cut my hair, and I've always been like scared to. So I cut my hair in July, like, not like, obviously not all the way because it's not cut all the way, but I cut it to my shoulders, and that was a really nice experience as well, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I'm finally doing, like, there's no going back. But that was really nice, and I loved it. And yeah, also in August as well, I cut my hair like a bit shorter. So I technically, okay, so the first time I cut it, it was like short, but it's not like pretty short. And second time I cut it, it was like a full bob. So I had a bob, and that was nice as well. And I also, like, I loved it. But yeah, so I cut my hair for the first time literally ever, because I always trim it, but I don't cut it longer than a trim, if that makes any sense. But that was nice, and it was a fun experience. And I don't know, I'm planning on, I want to cut it again, but we'll see if I cut it or let it grow. I don't know. Also in August, I met the girl gang, and I met Rose Sinaya. Well, I kind of met her, like, I got to, like, talk to her, because she said that we met before in Alliance, but I didn't remember because I meet a lot of people. But met Rose, Sinaya, and Diana, and love those girls to bits. Like, they're literally the best people. And so I met them in August, and we went salsa dancing at Habanera, because it was opening at Habanera. So we went salsa dancing. We tried South American cuisine and food and stuff like that, and that was a really, really fun night, and I enjoyed it. And they're now one of the best people that I know, and I always love hanging out with them. And yeah, so that was that. Also in August, I met a lot of people in August, now I'm realizing. Anywho, I met someone else in August, and that is my comedian bestie. And I met Hamis through, actually, I had a wedding job to do, and he was obviously, like, a part of that group of people, like, working at the wedding. And so I met him there, and we've been friends ever since, I guess. I don't even know what to say, but yeah, that was fun. And me and him also clicked, I think, the first time that we met, and he's one of my besties, as I said, till today. And yeah, his birthday is actually tomorrow. Yeah, the day after I'm posting this, so it's the day after tomorrow. So happy birthday, Hamis. Hope it's a good one. And yeah, nothing but love for you. So I went to a Kiss Daniel concert, and went both times, actually, not just the second time, both first and second time. So obviously everyone knows the whole thing that happened with Kiss Daniel, blah, blah, blah. And I was there till 6 in the morning. Like, I experienced the whole thing live. But yeah, I mean, that's like the first concert I've ever been to ever since come back from the US, because I haven't been to many concerts here in Tanzania. So that was the first one that I went to. And first one was a very interesting experience. And I don't know, I think we all know what happened, and people are like hitting me up every day like, oh, what happened? And like I was like, yeah, I experienced it live, and they're asking me like how it went down, but that was it. And also the same day, I guess people like saying I became a Pepsi ambassador as well, because I had Pepsi take a picture of me and they posted the picture of me the same day as well, which I thought they're gonna post it like a few days after, but they posted the same day of that concert, which is very interesting. But yeah, so I became a Pepsi ambassador. Second time around, I went with Ngole, and it was a really, really fun time, and it was really nice. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I love music, so it was a good experience, and I love Kiss Daniel, and he's one of my favorite African artists. And so seeing him live on stage and singing along to his songs that he sang was very, made me feel happy. My nephew turned 6 months. Time goes by so fast. Like, what? Literally just born in February, like the other day, and was already 6 months in August, obviously. That was crazy. The census happened. Tume Sabiwa. But no, that was really interesting, and it was, I don't know, I don't have much to say about it, because another thing that happened in August, I also saw the sunrise with Diana, that was also a happy moment for me as well, because I love sunsets, I love sunrises. So even though I dread waking up at 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning, that was really, really nice and very relaxing. And yeah, September, I met up with one of my former classmates that we went to Hopak, like I went to Hopak with. Met up with Zainab, which was really, really nice, because I always love meeting up with people that I grew up with, because it's like, I don't know, it feels nice, because you get to like hear those, like you get to have those remember when conversations and just look at the past and like talk about like how much we've grown up and how different we are now and back then. So I got to do that with Zainab, and it was really, really good to meet her and see her this year, and hopefully whenever she's back I can see her again sometime soon. But that was honestly really, really fun. Met Mariam, one of the craziest people I've ever met. Love her to death, and I love her craziness as well, but like I've never met someone like her before, which is a good thing, and I know she's gonna be very happy about that. But I met her, we hung out a few times. We went to Palm Village and acted as if we're children, which was so nice, because I love acting and being a child sometimes. So we did that, like we just played around and did all that jazz. But that was really, really fun, and it made me happy. My cousin got married. That was also crazy as well. I got to experience my first African wedding that I experienced as like a guest in a sense, even though I was a part of the committee, but like as a guest. And it was really, really fun, and I loved it, and it was a really good experience. And it was also another month of just chilling with family, which was really, it was really fun, and a lot of memories were made for sure with my family, and I love them to bits, and it's always a good time with them. And I'm so glad this year I got to spend more time with them and go to and do more events with them as well. But yeah, October. Guess what? I met DJ Josie in October. Literally love the guy so much. Like, I'm probably his biggest fan, and I've like wanted to meet him for a while. So I met him in October. Literally still a happy moment for me till today. Amazing. But I met him. One of my friends that's an artist slash director slash writer, I hadn't seen him for a really long time, so I got to see him again in October, and that was really fun. And we took, here's the thing, okay, so obviously I'm a big picture person. I love taking pictures, and we did that. Actually, no, I forced him to take photos, but he ended up being like, oh, let's take more afterwards, which was the funny thing about it. But I got to see him and we got to talk and catch up and all that jazz, so that was really, really fun. Watched the Chelsea versus Man U match with Hamis. I'm gonna butcher his name because I haven't said it a lot, so I don't really know how to pronounce it. Farij, I think so. I'm so sorry if I butcher your name. And Sia. So I met Farij and Sia that night as well. Really cool people. But we got to watch Man U versus Chelsea game, and I was the only Chelsea fan out of all three of them. Also those mostly Jumatano groups as well, with Samuel and Claire. My Alliance crew, love them so much. The greatest people. So it's just moments with Samuel and Claire, and Samuel just making us laugh. And I literally love Samuel so much. The funniest person you'll meet. And I made a photography page as well in October. I was persuaded to make one, which I'm so happy and glad that the person persuaded me, because it's, I guess, doing well right now, but it's really fun and amazing and I love it. But I made a photography page. I guess I'll put the @ here if you guys want to go follow it. But yeah, November I just did more photography shoots, and that was mostly in obviously work and at the car washing with my dad and all that jazz. Met the lovely Lexi. Love her to death. There was a person that we also met there, and they're like, oh, have you guys known each other for a long time? I'm like, nope, we just met today. They're like, oh really, you guys seem as if you've known each other for a long time. And I mean, I love her, she's amazing. And yeah, mostly more friend hangouts. So I just hang out with friends most of the time in November as well, and those are fun and memorable. And yeah, also I had rehearsal for the Christmas production I was in for my church, so it was mostly rehearsal of that as well, and those rehearsals were so fun. As much as they were probably tiring and having to go over the same stuff over again to try and perfect it, they were fun. The cast, crew, and people made rehearsals bearable and fun. December, this month, the month of December, my grandma's birthday was this month, beginning of this month in December, and so we went and celebrated that. Love her to death. So glad that she's still here, and hopefully she's gonna be here for the next 10 years. That's me manifesting it, saying she's gonna be here for the next 10 years. But yeah, no, she's just been my biggest inspiration my entire life, so it's good to know that I can still learn from her, and I'm able to still learn from her. But yeah, we had the Christmas spectacular shows, which honestly was the best experience of my life. Loved being on stage, because even though I forgot how much I love being on stage, but I love being on stage. Loved being on stage with the group of people that I was with. Loved the fact that people turned to God through that show, and because of that show, those shows, yeah, so that was a really fun show and to do, and I'm so glad even some of the people that I met through that show that I'm still close with today. Love them so much. But yeah, did a brand photography. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I guess it kind of is. So I did a brand photography for my cousin's car wash, because he's kind of collaborating with this brand called Coco Fresh. It's a coconut water type of company, so I did that. I took photos for that, and probably the best work I've done, I'm not gonna lie. Very proud of it, and I love those photos. But yeah, the spec hangout, oh my goodness, that was fun. Again, same group of people. I could literally say the same thing over and over again about them, how much I love them and how much I love hanging out with them. But yeah, we had a spec hangout, and we just had a little last hurrah before people went and did their separate and different things, and that was fun and nice as well. And I won a bet from that hangouts, so that was also a good thing. But yeah, the World Cup finals, I mean, you probably saw I explained it in my last video, and I was gonna show the clips in my last video, but FIFA decided to copyright me and block the whole video. That's why it was a struggle to even put it up. But that was also a fun experience. That was intense. Loved it, but it was intense. Watched it. I think I watched it with the wrong group of people because everyone was so intense and everyone was so into it. So I was like, it was chaotic, but it was fun and it was nice. But yeah, so I did that. Went to Zanzibar for a family vacation. The thing that I've literally been wanting or needed for the past few months. But yeah, I went to Zanzibar. Obviously, you saw the video. Gotta put an I somewhere, whatever it goes. If you haven't seen that video yet, go watch it. But went to Zanzibar with the family. Enjoyed by the beach, very relaxing, very calm. Went snorkeling for the first time during that trip. Almost died. Probably gonna put that out there. I almost died. And yeah, and I think, I don't know, it's just mostly family moments, and that was my 2022. Those are just the highlights. There are moments as well that my mental health was not the greatest, and I did have low moments as well. But overall, it was a great year. Met so many amazing people. Became close to so many amazing people. Made a lot of memories. And I loved each and every moment. And it was probably one of the best years I've had in a very, very long time. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, that's it. That was my 2022. Thank you guys also for sticking around and subscribing to my YouTube channel. And actually being interested in my life and what I have to share, and just being supportive, I guess. And also like in my personal life as well, not just the YouTube aspect of it. But yeah, I couldn't have made it through 2022 without you guys, and I appreciate it so much. And here's to an even better 2023 and more memories, more photos hopefully with people and moments. And yeah, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in 2023. Happy New Year. Bye.